Raiders Draft Breakdown, Secondary Shakeup. The 2025 NFL Draft is right around the corner, and the Las Vegas Raiders are staring at a major shift in the secondary. With Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs no longer on the roster, the need for a new lockdown corner is front and center. Let's talk possibilities. The Raiders have their eyes on some serious talent, starting with Johnny Barron out of Texas. This guy's a versatile, high IQ defender who could slide right into the starting lineup and instantly elevate the back end of the defense. Jones and Hobbs gave it their all in 2024, but now it's time to turn the page. According to Pro Football Focus analyst Trevor Sikkema, this year's cornerback class is loaded, and Barron is near the top of the list. He's the kind of player who could walk into Allegiant Stadium and make an immediate impact. This isn't a rebuild. This is a reload. We're breaking it all down. Scheme fits, dream scenarios, and the players who could bring the fire back to the silver and black in 2025. So grab your gear, Raider Nation. It's time to hunt for our next CB1. Picture this. It's April 2025. The Raiders are on the clock with the 6th overall pick. The secondary's in need of help, and the draft is our chance to fix it. Sikkema's rankings highlight Johnny Barron, a Texas Longhorn who's more than just a cornerback. He's a chess piece. Slot, boundary, even safety. He's lined up all over the field, sometimes within the same game. His instincts in zone coverage are elite, perfect for the cover 3 and quarters-heavy scheme that defensive coordinator Patrick Graham loves to run. Barron brings toughness, football IQ, and that gritty edge Raider Nation loves. He's not just a need filler, he's a potential difference maker. What do you think? Is Johnny Barron your guy? Let's hear it in the comments. Now let's talk about another name heating up the boards, Will Johnson from Michigan. Sikkema has him ranked high for a reason. Johnson is long, fluid, and shows elite foot quickness. His ability to change direction is impressive. While he's not blazing fast in a straight line, which could make man coverage a challenge, he thrives in off-zone looks. In zone coverage, Johnson has the vision to read the quarterback and react in a flash. He's the type of player who can bait throws and jump routes, creating game-changing plays. He's not a finished product. There are concerns about his top-end speed, but his tape shows real potential. And in Graham's scheme, his weaknesses could be minimized while his strengths shine. Could Johnson bring back the instincts we lost with Hobbs? Is he the right fit, or is he too much of a risk? Drop your thoughts. Let's break it down together. More cornerback options for the Raiders, round 2 of draft talk. Let's keep this debate rolling, Raider Nation. Next up on the radar, Trey Amos out of Ole Miss. Trevor Sikkema is high on this guy, and for good reason. Amos brings size, versatility, and a calm, confident game. Standing over 6 feet tall, he's built to handle bigger receivers on the outside. While he's not the most explosive athlete, he moves smoothly and doesn't shy away from contact. His 2024 tape is turning heads across the league. This is the type of corner you want when you're trying to replace someone like Jack Jones, a solid CB2 who has the upside to become your CB1 down the line. Amos isn't a burner, but he's technically sound and fits into multiple coverage schemes. Man, zone, you name it. Imagine pairing him with Jacorian Bennett. That duo could bring both power and polish to the secondary. Sikkema calls him a high-floor, high-ceiling kind of player, and for a Raiders team that can't afford to miss in this draft, that kind of reliability sounds like gold. Could Amos be the one to lock down a side of the field while we groom him into a star? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But don't forget about Maxwell Hairston from Kentucky. Sikkema praises his grit and attitude. Hairston plays with fire. He's physical, aggressive, and has that bump-and-run swagger. He thrives in off-zone coverage, reading plays, and crashing in to make stops. He's not the biggest name, but he brings serious attitude, something this defense desperately needs. Think of Hairston as a tone setter. Maybe not your shutdown star, but a guy who adds toughness and intensity. Is Hairston the spark this defense needs? Or is he more of a role player? Drop your thoughts below. This one could go either way. Now here's a true wild card, Siobhan Revel from East Carolina. Sikkema sees him as a day 2 project with freakish traits. Long, tall, insanely athletic. He's tailor-made for press man coverage, but he's raw. Only 1 full season as a starter and coming off an ACL tear. High risk, high reward. But man, the potential. Picture him learning under Graham's system, growing behind Bennett, sharpening those tools. If he develops, we could be talking about a future shutdown corner. But with Jones and Hobbs gone, do we have the luxury to wait? Sycamore calls him an athletic alien. That sounds like a Vegas kind of gamble. Is Revel the swing for the fences pick this team needs? Or is the risk too high? Sound off in the comments. This one's got Raider Nation buzzing. Let's zoom out for a second. Losing Jones and Hobbs wasn't just a roster change, it was a wake-up call. Right now, our secondary is down to Bennett and a whole lot of question marks. This draft is our shot to reload. Trevor Sycamores' list is stacked. Johnny Barron, Will Johnson, Trey Amos Maxwell, Hairston, Siobhan Revel. Each of them brings something unique to the table. This isn't about patching holes. It's about building a defense that can shut down the AFC West. Mahomes, Herbert, whoever Denver throws out there, they're licking their chops unless we hit on this pick. We need a corner who fits Patrick Graham's scheme. Zone-heavy, instinct-driven, and aggressive. Get it right, and we change the outlook of our entire season. Who's your top pick from this group? Do you want the do-it-all playmaker like Barron, a reliable technician like Amos, or the high-upside project in Revel? This is our moment, Raider Nation. Let's make it count. Hit the comments. Let's ride this draft wave all the way to April. The final push. Raiders draft momentum builds. Whoever we pick in this draft is stepping straight into the spotlight. And in Vegas, that spotlight's hot. Expectations are high, and the goal is simple. Playoffs. No more 4 to 13 seasons, no more excuses. A new cornerback could be the spark that lights up our defense and changes everything. So here's the big question. Can one pick flip the script for the Raiders' secondary? Let's dream a little, Raider Nation. Picture Johnny Barron in silver and black, roaming between corner and safety, baiting throws and picking off Patrick Mahomes in Week 1. Or imagine Will Johnson using his length and smooth footwork to shut down big receivers in clutch moments. These prospects aren't just names, they represent our future. Trevor Sycamore is all about versatility this year, and that's exactly what we need. Players who can adjust to Patrick Graham's scheme, cover tight ends, jump routes, and bring fire to the secondary. Losing Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs hurts, no doubt, but it's also a chance to get younger, faster, and hungrier. So who's your dream pick to hit the field in September? This class runs deep. Sycamore's got 5 corners who could start day 1. Are you banking on a first-round splash or hoping for a day 2 steal? Now let's zoom in. The draft is less than a month away. April 24th, Green Bay. And the Raiders hold pick 6. Our secondary's future is hanging in the balance. Johnny Barron feels like the safe bet. Instinctive, smart, and ready to go. Johnson's got the length to match up with physical receivers. Amos might be the sleeper of the group. Hairston brings that chip on the shoulder energy. And Revel? He's a high-upside gamble with rare athleticism. We could even trade up if the board breaks the right way. Behind the scenes, you've got General Manager Tom Telesco crunching options, Patrick Graham sketching out coverage fits, and the entire war room dialed in. This pick could be the one that turns losses into wins and doubts into cheers. What's your draft day vibe? Are we making a bold move early? Or playing it smart and snagging value later? Let's talk real for a second. Jack Jones brought swagger. Nate Hobbs brought fire. Losing both leaves a hole, but this team doesn't sit back. We reload. Sycamore's rankings are our blueprint. Barron with the instincts, Johnson with the smooth game, Amos with the length and versatility, Hairston with the fight. Revel with sky-high potential. Patrick Graham thrives on defenders who read fast and react faster. Barron fits that mold perfectly. But Johnson's film speaks loud too. No matter who we choose, they'll be thrown into a division where quarterbacks don't miss open targets. Mahomes doesn't give second chances. We've got to get this one right. Do you trust the front office to make the right call? Because this pick isn't just about now. It's about building something real. Playoffs aren't just a dream. They're a plan. So let's wrap this up strong. Raider Nation, everyone's talking about this cornerback class. And with good reason. Barron's a zone savant. Johnson needs space to shine. Amos can do it all. Hairston brings edge. Revel is the lottery ticket. We've lost our top 2 corners, but we're not out. We've got the 6th pick. We've got options. And we've got a vision. This isn't about plugging a hole. It's about building a secondary that can stand tall in the AFC West. If we nail this pick, we're not just patching the defense, we're building a foundation. Graham has the scheme, Telesco has the board, the Raiders have the stage. So Raider Nation, who's your CB1? Barron, Johnson, Amos, Hairston, Revel, or someone flying under the radar? Let's hear it. Drop your pick in the comments. The draft path's been long, from losing Jones and Hobbs to chasing our next defensive leader, but now it's almost here. The 2025 NFL Draft is our shot to reload. Thanks for riding along. Your energy keeps this fire alive. Tell me your dream pick. I'm reading every comment. Let's go get our next defensive star. Stay loud, stay proud, and go Raiders.